Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a Valentine's Day inspired look. So if you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future uploads, and let's get started. So let's go ahead and start first with priming the face. So I'm going to be using the Essence Prime in Studio Hydrating and Skin Refreshing Primer, and this is a 24-hour hydration primer. So it has coconut water and hyaluronic acid in it, which is really nice for hydration. So I've really been liking this a lot. It almost has like a moisturizer kind of consistency to it, so it is definitely hydrating and it feels really nice on the skin. And it actually does pretty well with foundation, so I've been really enjoying it. And it has like a really fresh, like clean kind of smell, so I like that. Especially in the winter, like I always have the most dry skin in the winter, so anything more hydrating is definitely what I want to go for. I think that's good, so we are primed. Alright, so for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty foundation. One of my favorites. I love it so much, and I am in the shade 200C. Yeah, so I really wanted to do like a Valentine's Day look because, I mean, I know this year it's probably difficult to do any kind of plans for Valentine's Day, but you know, depending on where you live and the restrictions and all that, I think people could still go out to dinner. Just be like, obviously the restaurants have to be, you know, careful of COVID and follow all the restrictions and the guidelines and all that. But you know, even if you're just home with your significant other and you open a bottle of wine, if you want to have like a cute makeup look, then go for it. Jump in with my beauty sponge right here. It's dampened. I'm just gonna pat that out. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing this year. My fiance and I'm not like huge into Valentine's Day, so I've always told him like, as long as I have some food and some wine, I'm a happy girl, and maybe some roses. So what we've actually been doing in the past few years, we've just been ordering like some Chinese food and staying in, watching a movie. But you know, I still like to put some makeup on and look cute. And this year has definitely been the year of, well, most of 2020 has definitely been the year of just like staying home, even putting some makeup on and just like chilling. Hopefully soon we'll be able to do all of the things that we want to do. So let's hope for that. I am very hopeful. I love the Rare Beauty foundation. It's just so natural looking. It feels so nice and lightweight on the face. It doesn't feel like I have much on. It's very like natural and just gives you that really nice finish. The shade might be a little dark for me right now because it is the middle of winter. Alright, so for concealer, my favorite Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in 22B Light Beige. So I've definitely, like, you know, kind of went out of my comfort zone and away from the Shape Tape, just because there's so many, especially lately, I feel like there's been so many new and great concealers, especially drugstore ones. Like the Wet n Wild Incognito one has been my favorite lately. It's been so nice. So I've really been enjoying that one, but you know, this is just kind of my original go-to, so that's why I really like to use it. So I'm just gonna blend everything out in here. I swear I like Valentine's Day just because I think like I can do like a different look with it of makeup. Set my under eyes with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I also have been really liking this. Like, unfortunately it broke all apart when I ordered it, so I ordered it online from Ulta and it came like all broken, but that's okay. I can still use it, so it's fine. But it is a really nice powder. So I just use my beauty sponge and just kind of put a little bit under the eye, just to set that concealer in place. And I'm going to prime my lids with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden, my favorite. Alright, so for eyes, I am going to jump into the Tartelette in Bloom palette by Tarte. This has been like one of my favorites. I haven't used it in a while actually, just because there's been so many new collections and launches that I've been kind of gravitating more towards other palettes just to try and use them. But this was like my go-to forever. Like I did like everyday makeup with it. I did smoky eyes with it. So I was just always using this, and you can see like I've hit pan on a few shades, but this has like been like one of my original like OG favorites. So I'm gonna do like a smoky bronzed look today, I think. So let's jump into it and we'll see what we make. I'm gonna start off using this shade right here. It's called Sweetheart. I'm gonna use that for my transition shade. I'm gonna put that right in my crease. And I also love this palette too because it has a mirror. You all know I love my mirrors in my palettes. Just because like when you're doing, when you're doing an eye look and you don't have a mirror, if you're like, especially with traveling and stuff, like it's so nice to just have a mirror in a palette. So we're gonna create like some kind of smoky eye look today. So I'm just gonna blend that out. This is a nice palette too for like doing some kind of like matte look. I always use a shimmer in my looks just because I enjoy shimmer, I like it, but it has so many matte shades. Like I think there's only 3 shimmers in this palette. Yeah, there's only 3 shimmers and the rest are matte, so it is a good palette for creating a more matte look. And I've always liked the way that Tarte's eyeshadows work. They're very easy to blend. The formula is really nice. So it definitely is a good palette for like an everyday look or an evening look. Alright, so I'm next going to use this shade right here, and this is in the shade Rebel. So it's kind of like that shade that we had used earlier, but just a little bit deeper. Place this on my outer corner and kind of bring it up in my crease as well. So I'm just gonna like stamp it there and then bring it up to my crease just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. I do want to make more of a smoky eye today. I just feel like the smoky eye is just very like Valentine's, like romantic, so I'm gonna strive for that. This looks like such a different color in the palette than it does on the lid. Take a smaller brush just to use a little bit more precision on the outer corner. So I'm just gonna stamp that in just to make sure I get that pigment on the lid. I was debating going back and forth doing like a more pinky eye look for Valentine's Day or a more smoky like bronze kind of look. But I do want to do a red lip, so I think the bronze is going to be a little better with that. I'm just going to take that big fluffy brush again and just kind of diffuse that out a little. Just make sure there's no like harshness and everything is well blended. I'm going to deepen up the outer corner a little bit and use this color right here. It's called Leader. So it's a more deep kind of brown right there. So I'm going to use this smaller brush again and just kind of stamp that on the outer corner. So this is just a little bit deeper than what we were using before, and I just want to make sure that I get that smoked out look. I'm going to actually bring a little bit down here. And I love that shade, that's so pretty. I need new brushes. It's like the hairs on this one are falling out because I use it so much. I'm gonna bring that darker shade and put it up in my crease just a little. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and just kind of blend it all out and diffuse it out. Just so there's no harshness. Everything is kind of blended together. And then I'm going to take the shade Sweetheart again and use that just to diffuse it a little bit more. So now I'm going to take the shade Rebel again, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. I'm just going to use this brush right here and just kind of stamp it on, just to make sure we get that pigment. Alright, And let's just go ahead and stamp it on there. And I really want to smoke this out. Take leader and put that on my lower lash line as well. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush like this and just buff it out. And I want to make sure that the lower lash line kind of connects to my lids. Alright, so now I'm going to take this color right here. This is a shimmer. And I'm going to put it on my lid. It's called Funny Girl. And I'm going to use my finger. And I'm just going to place that right on the lid. So just like that. This is one of my favorite shades in this palette. I just think it's so pretty. I'm just going to put it all over my lid. Very shimmery, very pretty. Just gives the eyes a nice pop. I think I'm actually going to take this shade right here. It's also a shimmer. It's called Firecracker. And I'm going to put that mostly towards my inner, like right here, just to like deepen it up a little bit and add a little bit more depth. I'm going to blend that in with the Funny Girl shade. I'm just putting a little bit, not too much. Like those two colors together blended, looks really nice. Alright, so I'm going to take that pencil brush again and I'm going to go in with Funny Girl. And I'm just going to put that more on my inner corner. So I'm just really focusing it right in my inner. And then I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Charmer. And I'm going to place that like right under the brow bone just to give it a little bit of a highlight. Alright, and I forgot to do my brows earlier, so I'm just going to kind of go in with that. So I'm going to be using the Joa Brow Down To Me Precision Brow Pencil. I've actually really been enjoying this. So it has a spoolie on one end and then the product on another. So I'm just going to kind of spoolie them out and I'm just going to fill them in real quick. Alright, so brows are done, so let's finish up the eyes. I go in with my top liner with the ColourPop BFF liquid liner. I love this. It's like one of my favorites. I actually just purchased another one. I'm waiting for it to come in, so I'm like shaking it just to really like get that product out. But one of my favorite liners. Actually just going to do like a soft line. Just because we have a bunch going on the eyes. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner, and this is in black. I'm just going to do my tight line and then my waterline. Alright, let's go ahead on the waterline. So I'm going to go in with the Ioni 3D Faux Mink Lashes. This is in the Natural Doll Medium. These are from the dollar store and I love them. I think they're so easy to apply. They last all day. They feel so lightweight. So I've been really enjoying these. So I'm just going to plop these on and I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are done. I think they look beautiful. I love these lashes so much. They are $1 at the Dollar Tree. Go and pick them up. They have different styles too, so I love these ones. I think they look so nice. They look so wispy. They're just beautiful. So yes, love those. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the NARS Blush Duo. So I'm going to go in with that bronzer right there. And I really like the mini duos just because, again, like once we are able to travel again, this is going to be so nice for traveling because you have the blush and the bronzer in the duo pack. So I think it's just so convenient and so nice. Even like, you know, going to work, traveling for work, if you travel. I love it. And it is a beautiful bronzer. So I'm just going to bronze up the face. Bring some on my forehead. It is a beautiful bronzer, but I feel like sometimes it takes a little bit just to build it up. So I wish it was just like a little bit more pigmented in that aspect, but still a beautiful bronzer. And looks beautiful on the face. Alright, so now I'm going to jump into blush. So I'm going to use the same blush in this NARS palette right here. This is the NARS Orgasm blush. So I'm going to take my brush here, apply this. So really such a beautiful blush. I love it. And I do put a little bit on my nose just to rosy it up. Alright, so for highlight, I'm going to go in with this MAC highlight right here. It is the Flare for the Dramatic Extra Dimension Skin Finish. So I think this is just such a beautiful highlight. It's more goldeny, more like on the bronze side, but I think with this look, since we're doing like a bronzy smoky eye, I thought it would be nice with this for this highlight. And like, it's so pretty. I love this highlight. Just has like such a glowy look. Oh, so pretty. And I put a little bit up here. It's just so like bronzy and glowy. I love it. Take that excess and kind of bring it down my nose. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Patent Paint Lip. And this is in the shade Eternal Sunshine. So the doe foot looks like this. So it actually is pretty easy to apply. And this is just like such a true, beautiful red. Okay, and I just think that's such a beautiful color. This feels so nice on the lips. It's like nice and creamy. It almost looks a little gloss. It definitely feels like nice and creamy, so I love that. And now I am going to set with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, one of my favorites. Alright, and there it is. There is our Valentine's Day inspired look for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope that you have a really nice Valentine's Day with your significant other, or you know, your girlfriend. If you want to get on like Zoom or something, you can't see each other in person right now because of COVID. So grab a glass of wine, enjoy your Valentine's Day, make the best of it. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel so you can see more looks like this and just have fun with me. So I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.